$2.177 billion is the amount of money that the regime and its allies obtained from gold production in Venezuela in 2023. That year, the production was estimated between 45 and 54 tons of gold, or between $2.75 and $3.3 billion. However, only a fraction of that money ended up in the national treasury. By 2024, the production was estimated at 67.3 tons. 14% goes to the government as tax revenue and payments to the BCV. 20% goes to criminal organizations, and the remaining 66% goes to the members of the strategic alliances, in which the political elite participate. Since the creation of the Orinoco mining arc in 2016, political elites and criminal organizations have become richer with Venezuelan resources. At the end of 2019, approximately 70% of the gold was smuggled out of the country. In 2020, the illegal activity started to become legalized by discretionally granting access to specific areas to strategic alliances whose owners do not have experience in gold mining, production, and commercialization. The strategic alliances, who are in quotations the private entities, have a stake of more than 80% in the gold business. It is unknown the processes or criteria used to select the state's strategic allies, the scope of the agreements, its duration, the number of agreements to date, nor the quantities of gold exported or delivered to the Republic. Despite the secrecy, by 2024, we have identified 72 strategic alliances. The company's owners are members of the military or people related with high-ranking officials, and in other instances, individuals who are being or had been investigated for corruption inside or outside of Venezuela. The Venezuelan Mining Corporation is the representative of the Venezuelan state in the alliances, who since 2020 has increased its power, earning the nickname of the Queen of the South. In 2024, the CVM changed its president 3 times. All of them were members of the military. Rodolfo Marcos Torres, its current president, is one of the officials with most sanctions and facing international accusations for corruption and violation of human rights. At least 8 other entities have the authority to sanction crimes related to gold trafficking. However, none of them publish their budgets, spending, projects, contracts, or partnerships. 2 of these entities have been sanctioned by the U.S. Department of the Treasury for using gold to support Nicolás Maduro's government. Behind illegal mining and gold trafficking are individuals and companies who facilitate these operations, often with the acknowledgement of public officials. In the Orinoco mining arc, criminal organizations control key gold deposits. They extort miners, mill owners, and businesses. They also decide who they will permit to work the mines and demand payments ranging from 25% to 30% of all extracted gold. These criminal groups are already well established. They have the same leaders since 2019, and no clashes have been reported, neither among the groups themselves nor with state security forces. The consequences of mining exploitation are devastating for local communities and the environment. Beyond the deterioration of quality of life, people are left defenseless against human rights violations that in some cases reach levels of modern-day slavery. Action is urgently needed. At Transparencia Venezuela, we will not stop exposing the truth until action is taken.